Honkai's numbers, just like any other game that has been released in history, is starting to dwindle.
Well, maybe that's true, but let's find out real quick. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today we'll be talking about why players are not quitting Honkai Star Rail. And the reason for this idea is because I saw this video by the guy named Richie, who's the guy that's doing the one element only account that I showed yesterday. And he made a point about how he not quitting Honkai Star Rail, and he basically talked about, well, he didn't really talk about it, he more like mentioned about how a lot of YouTubers been making videos about how people are quitting Honkai Star Rail. And I kind of want to throw my hat in the ring and talk about what I think about this, because realistically, as someone that played Genshin from the start to nowadays and been playing Honkai Star Rail for the start and still playing right now, I want to give my opinion about why players are not quitting Honkai Star Rail, because I understand why those people made the videos. You have Warriors making his video about why people are quitting Honkai Star Rail, and you have all these other YouTubers that have been talking about either why players quitting or why they quit. So I kind of want to talk about that. But also I should say this, I am no way gonna be saying that these YouTubers are wrong, because realistically, if you talk about how you want to improve a game in a constructive way, I don't really see that as negative. I just see that as you wanting to make the game better. So with all that said, we can begin right now. So are players quitting Honkai Star Rail? Well, obviously they're gonna be players that drop the game entirely because they either fed up of the gacha, or they just don't like the story, or they just don't like turn-based games in general. Those people exist. Like the video Soul made, how he played Honkai Star Rail for like 150 hours, like a week's worth of content, and he quit. But realistically, he only quit because he couldn't keep two side chicks together to hide from his wife Puni. But in all seriousness, of course, there are people that generally quit Honkai Star Rail because they just don't like it again, or they just fed up with playing another Genshin game. So yeah, I understand that. But are majority of most players quitting Honkai Star Rail? I would say no, because more likely what happening, if there's a dip in player base, most likely what happened is they beat everything they have, they beat all the story, they pull the 5 stars, and they just stop playing, and they're probably not gonna come back until either story get updated or new characters are updated. That's what's most likely happening. It's not because people are fed up with the game, it's just people are waiting for the story to get updated, or new units to pull, or more content and more events to come in. And also the people that actually are quitting Honkai Star Rail, it's because they're not signing up for a casual game, because they more likely expecting Honkai Star Rail to be this grind heavy game, but it's not. I think they got kind of disappointed because they want to spend hours and hours and hours upon playing Honkai Star Rail, but realistically that's never gonna happen, because you can only play for a maximum of like 10 to 15 minutes if you're only doing your training and spend your resin. And it can be more time if you doing your simulated universe when it resets, or when you're doing Chaos Realm. But realistically, once you do all the stories and once you look for all the chests and do all the available events that are out, there really is not a lot to do, because once you find all the chests, the world is just too linear to explore. Like you can just hunt more, but realistically that's just boring, and you can just hunt all that stuff down in the simulated universe. But one thing I don't really agree with when people are talking about why people are quitting, they're using the metric rate from the Google Trends, and obviously there's a lot of problem with using that as the main source of information to see the players quitting, because realistically I think everyone knows, including the people that made the video, that it doesn't talk about actual players, it does talk about search histories about people typing up Honkai Star Rail. And you understand using that as a basis, but using that as hard evidence is, I don't really agree with that, because people that don't even play Honkai Star Rail will probably just look it up on Google and probably want to see what it is so they can get into it. So they probably type it up and look at the Wikipedia. But also, I don't disagree with people that put in the search history up, because that is a good basis. But I will not agree with the fact that that's a definition to show that players are dropping the game. Because the only people that knows who dropping the game is Hoya themselves, and they will never show that. I don't know why, but they just wouldn't. So we don't know who dropping the game, because realistically people just stop searching up it, and they just still play the game casually, because that doesn't equate to the search history, doesn't equate to people playing the game. People using that either to look up lore, look up leaks and all that stuff. But also, if you think about people that actually posting that why people quitting Genshin, you have Tecton that the videos he posted, not really him discussing about it, more like he just reacting to either someone saying they quitting but that video was stat style, or Tecton just reacting to Warrior's video. And just put that for a thumbnail and just to put it in the algorithm. And then you have Warrior's video himself that made a lot of interesting takes about Honkai Star Rail dipping. And there are other videos too, but I wouldn't blame them because one, I know how YouTube works. You want to make a good title and you want people to watch your videos, but also I understand why people made these videos because they want to voice their opinions and they want to voice their concerns about where Honkai at. But realistically, I think Honkai is fine because realistically, I lived through this in Genshin Impact. I remember like under a week, people were starting to quit because they got fed up of the gacha. They spent so much money that they regretted it instantly, and they didn't really want to grind. They did play for the story and they just got fed up of waiting, so they just didn't play the game again. And also the reason why I'm making this video is not to dog on them, because basically my intention is just to give you my opinion on this, because realistically that is my whole point of the channel, to give you what I think of this, because I understand why people quit Honkai Star Rail because they just don't want to play it again. Also, I understand, but also a lot of players are not quitting Honkai Star Rail because they're not quitting, they're just waiting either for the story to update or more crap units to come out basically, and more events obviously. And with all that said, I think that will be enough for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If you made it this far, let me know that you made it this far and I'll hatch a comment because I do appreciate it that you watch my stuff. And let me know what you think of this. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Tell me what I get right, tell me what I get wrong, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna kill you. Probably not kill you, but still comment anyway because I do like hearing your opinions. So with all that said, I think that's enough. Final thought is, a lot of people are quitting obviously, but also a lot of people are also just waiting for more content in the game, and there's going to be a lot of content in 1.2, so be stoked for that. So with all that said, take care and goodbye.